On today's video, I'm gonna show you how to decorate my dining room for 4th of July. Keep watching. Hello everyone, I am Ramon. Welcome back to Ramon at Home. I'm so excited you're here today because we're going to decorate my dining room for the 4th of July. We're gonna make floral bouquets, we're gonna set a table, we're gonna decorate the serving table. Is going to be so much fun and I cannot wait for you guys to see. So if you are interested in 4th of July decor, I really recommend you watch this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share with a friend. Invite them to come over and join Ramon at Home for future decorating ideas. This is the first of 3 4th of July videos coming up for you with all the ideas that you need to decorate your home for this holiday. All right, you guys, to get started, I want to show you how to create 2 types of floral bouquets, one for the server and one for our tablescape. So let's head over to the studio. Okay, so I'm gonna start with arrangement number 1 for our dining room makeover for 4th of July. And the things we're going to pick are this galvanized bucket that I already pre-foamed. They put some moss on it. Now I do want to mention that it's going to be a 3 container centerpiece. So there's gonna be 3 matching bouquets. There's gonna be 2 smaller ones and then this medium one right here on the middle. So we're gonna go ahead and make this one. And then what I'm going to need also is some of this blue floral spray that I'm gonna spray paint some of these white flowers. I wanted to use some hydrangea, but I'm saving them for the large bouquet on this particular project. So I'm gonna use 3 of these. I'm gonna spray paint in blue. I'm gonna use about 5 red roses. I'm also gonna use about a stem of white lilac, and I'm gonna use 8 white or cream roses. I'm gonna use a variety of greenery, and these are boxwoods that I absolutely love. I'm gonna use a little accent of these little stars. I don't remember where this came from, actually. I had them from last year left over, and I'm also going to need 3 of these mini flags. The 2 other bouquets are gonna have 2, and because this is a large one, this is gonna have 3 of them. And then I'm gonna use some skewers to stick our flags in. So right, let me clear this up. I'm gonna get ready and I'll be right back with you. All right, you guys, so before I get started, I'm gonna go head outside and I'm gonna spray paint the other 2 white flowers that I want blue to go with our arrangements. So I'm gonna go do that and I'll explain while I do that why I'm doing it. I'll be right back. All right, so I'm back from spray paint my florals blue. Now this is a floral spray specifically for flowers, and what I like about it is because it can be used in fresh as well as in silks. In the floral industry, we use this kind of sprays when we don't find florals of that particular color, like in this case a blue hydrangea, then we'll spray a hydrangea blue, and it is super affordable. I really recommend to get yourself the basic colors, and one of them is hydrangea blue, and then like the pinks and burgundies. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and green this container. So I'm gonna start right here. And this is going to be a very patriotic bouquet, and I'm super excited to show you guys. I am in love with the reds, the blues, and the whites that come with our 4th of July. And if you guys have seen me do floral bouquets, then you probably know that I like to start with 3 on the top, like this, and then I like to go on the perimeters to make sure that they are balanced like this. All right, so that's gonna be that. Then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna insert my blue hydrangea, or my blue flower in this case. I'm gonna go ahead and cut a little bit of this, just like this. I'm gonna go ahead and insert it right here. Now for this particular one, I want all 3 to be together, so therefore they make a bigger impact. And you know to insert your flowers in a triangle. So I did basically 2 going down, then I'm gonna put 1 right here on the top to create a triangle, and the closer they are together, the better impact they make, like this. So you guys can see there's a cluster right here of this flower. All right, so then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna bring some of these cream roses. I'm gonna do probably 3 together. You guys know that I like to work in sets of 2s, 3s, and 1s. Then I'm going to rotate all the way to the other side, and I'm gonna do 2. Now make sure that these 2 are really close to the perimeter right here. All right, so far so good. Then what I'm going to do is right here in between my roses, my clusters of 3s and 2s, I'm gonna do a little cluster of this white lilac. And with the lilac, because it is such a dainty flower, you want them to be as close together as possible, because that way they make a better impact. And it really works better if you start right here on the top and then you work your way down like this, and just make sure they're pretty tight like that. This is such a simple bouquet, but you guys, it's going to be such a statement. All right, so that's good. Then right here, I have a space where I'm gonna add 3 of these red roses. I'm gonna add 2. I'm gonna make that famous triangle shape that you guys always hear me talk about. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and insert one more right here. Make sure they goes down so they are clustered like that. Then I'm gonna spin around just a little bit, and I'm gonna put 2 right here. Like this. And I'm gonna put 1 down like that. So far, so good. I'm liking this. I have a few flowers left that I'm gonna put to the side. But what I want to do is I wanna go ahead and add my flags to it. All right, everyone, so I have these cute little flags that I bought. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put them up here to kind of make a cluster for them. So I'm gonna need 3 of these skewers, and I'm gonna show you a trick. I like these little flags because they come with this tiny little hole right here, and you can just insert that skewer and you can make it taller. So I'm gonna do one up here, and I'm gonna make sure that I go all the way down that way. Then I'm gonna cut one of the skewers a little bit shorter. And what I'm going to do is I'm gonna insert another one of the flags like this. Now, sometimes these are really hard to poke in, but there you go. Then I'm gonna go stagger it down a little bit sideways like this, like that. And I'm gonna do a third one, and I want this one even shorter, so I'm gonna cut this skewer in half, and always keep this half because we're gonna need it to insert some of the little stars. So I'm gonna go ahead and insert this right here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put it, but because I have 2 on the same side, now you have to tilt that one and kind of make it a triangle so they flare out like that. Perfect. Oh, that is so cute. Thumbs up if you guys like this bouquet. It's so adorable. All right, then I have some of these flowers, and for these ones, I'm gonna use the bigger ones. So I'm gonna go ahead and just poke this little skewer right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and insert this. I want them to be seen, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this one on the edge right here. Then I'm gonna grab one of my skewers, and I'm gonna poke a blue one right here. I'm gonna go right here in between the flags, like this. But you have to make sure they're seen. Then I'm gonna grab the white one, and I'm gonna go ahead and poke with a skewer. These, by the way, are from the dollar store. They're just your regular skewers that you buy to make food. But when you're a crafty person, well, then you kind of find tools and all kind of things. All right, so that's what this bouquet is going to look like. I think it turned out absolutely cute, very patriotic, and it's going to be a set of 3 on my tablescape that I'm gonna show you in a second how to put together. But before I show you how to put the table together, I wanna show you the massive bouquet that is gonna be on my sideboard. It's gonna be something that is going to complement this. So let me get ready and I'll be right back with you. Stay tuned. All right, everyone, so for the large bouquet that is going to be on my sideboard in my dining room, I'm going to choose this tall galvanized metal bucket. And what I've done is I just put a whole bunch of plastic bags inside of it because this container is going to go right in here. And so we have to make sure that it doesn't go further down than that, so we can push it down and it's gonna stay down. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the back for now because we're not gonna need that right now. However, it's going to be our stand for it. So I'm gonna use a variety of greeneries, and I've chosen from ferns to palms to all kinds of greeneries. At this point, it can be anything that you have because unless you're making it permanent, then you can reuse your materials, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm gonna use 3 of these massive hydrangeas that came from our friends at Shinoda. All of our florals are from Shinoda Design Center here in San Diego, California. And if you guys don't know about Shinoda, I'm gonna put a link down in the description box so you can guys check them out. I did a haul on all these projects, and if you have not seen that massive 4th of July haul, I'm gonna link it up right now so you guys can check it out. Then I'm also gonna use some of these really pretty cabbage roses, and I'm gonna use some of this blue hydrangea, and also I'm gonna use some of the flags to put up like we did with the other smaller bouquets, but these are larger flowers and it's just so pretty. All right, so let's get started. Let me get ready of some of these flowers. I'm gonna set it up and I'll be right back with you and get started with this bouquet. Stay tuned. All right, so if you've been following Ramon at home for a while, then you know that the first thing I like to do when I do a floral bouquet, it's green my container. Now, also let's keep in mind that this is going to go inside of our larger pot and it's gonna sit on the rim, so we have to really disguise that form, and not only disguise it, but extend it. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go ahead and put one down and then one up. I'm gonna spin it around a little bit and I'm gonna go ahead and repeat the same right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and bend it down because remember we have to hide some of that perimeter on the large container. Oh my gosh, you guys, I cannot believe it's almost 4th of July. We have about a month before 4th of July and I'm super excited because it is one of my favorite holidays. Hopefully we'll get the fireworks this year. I hope that we get some fireworks because it is my favorite thing to do here in San Diego. Just head on over to the beach and look at the fireworks. All right, so I've used all of my palm. That I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some of these right here for height. And then I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that I also put some down like this. And we wanna make sure that we extend it as far as we can. So just let it flop like that. That is perfect. I'm gonna add an ivy to contrast on the other side. Like I said, the greeneries don't really matter what you do, what kind of greeneries you put in there. I just recommend that it's a variety of greens so that way it's more natural looking. In the floral industry, we always like to use a variety of greeneries because the more greeneries you use on your bouquets, well then the more natural it will look. All right, so far we have about 4 kinds of greeneries. And then I'm gonna add some of this really pretty green foliage. This big foliage like this, and I'm gonna add a few only because I always like to use some at the end. I wanna make sure that I give myself some room to put my flowers in this foam. All right, so far so good. I cannot wait to read your guys' comments and let me know what do you think about all of these projects that we've done so far. If you have not seen the patio transformation for summer, I really recommend you go after this video, go check it out. I'm gonna put it on the description box because we're gonna do a patio makeover for 4th of July. So I want you guys to see what it looked like before. I'm super excited. Or I'm gonna use some of this fern right here. Like I said, I wanna extend it as much as I can. Actually, I'm gonna put this one up here. So it really takes some of the space on the server. All right, I'm gonna save these 3 for the end. So I'm gonna go ahead, so far we have just a few greeneries as extended out as I can, and I'm gonna get my flowers ready and I'll be right back with you. Stay tuned. All right, everyone, so I'm gonna start by adding this white hydrangea, and on the other bouquet, I painted in blue, but in this particular case, I have blue hydrangea already. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut it short and I'm gonna put the hydrangeas towards the bottom of my bouquet. So they help to cover some of that perimeter. So I'm gonna go ahead and go opposite of that. I'm gonna cut right here. Now don't waste your foliage. I'm gonna show you a trick in a little bit with your foliage that can be used on this particular bouquet. So I'm gonna go ahead and spin it around like this, and I'm gonna go ahead and insert like this. And then we're gonna put one more right here because you know that I like to do a triangle, and that triangle is what brings the balance to your bouquet. So we have 2. I'm gonna go ahead and put another one right here. As you guys can see, if I was to flip it like this, then you have that famous triangle that is very necessary on the floral design world. All right, in these particular ones right here, you can cut all the way to the stem like that and just leave the foliage, and you can insert that foliage. That way it has some hydrangea foliage like that. So don't waste your foliage. Let me add one more. I'm gonna cut all the way to where that foliage falls out. Then I'm gonna add right here with the hydrangeas. It looks like it is part of the flower. Like that. All right, let's do the last one. I think I have another one. I'm gonna go ahead and add it right here so it falls out of the hydrangea. Perfect, don't waste anything. All right, so then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna add some of these blue hydrangeas. So I'm gonna add I'm gonna cut about this much. Don't be afraid to cut your stems. And a good set of wire cutters really work. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and give it a little bend like this. I'm gonna go ahead and put this one right here on the top. Then make sure that it just stands like that. It's perfect. The reason why we gave it that curvature is so it stands up forward. Then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go ahead and add another one, but I want it to be a little bit lower, so I'm gonna cut even down a little bit further. These stems are little. That's a good quality flowers. They usually have a stem that's really hard to cut. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it right here. Now, when you have these type of flowers, it is best if they are together like that because they grow in groups, so they look more natural. What is not natural is keeping the tags on, so make sure you take all of those off. So this one I needed to go down further down a little bit more, so I cut it even shorter, give it that little curvature to the stem. As you guys can see, it's curved to one side. Then I'm gonna go ahead and come here, and I'm gonna put it down like that. And as you guys can see, it helps them to stagger down, and it just gives it a lot of balance. All right, so then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna use some of these really pretty roses. Now these look how pretty these are. They dangle, they look so natural. So I'm gonna add a few up here. So I'm gonna cut this one short like this. I'm gonna insert right here. Now what I want with these ones is I'm gonna start right here, but I want them to cascade down. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna cut right here. Now I do wanna make, we're gonna make a 4th of July wreath, and it's gonna be fabulous, and we're gonna be using some of the same flowers. So I really recommend to have a cohesive look by adding all the same. Look how pretty this is. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm gonna add one more right here. Once again, adding them in a triangle like this, and just let them cascade down like that. And I have one more, so why not add it to it? Let's see. I'm gonna add it. This one is very vertical, so I'm gonna add it right to the top, right here. And there's nothing more patriotic than red, white, and blue like this. But what is really gonna send this bouquet over the top is going to be the American flags. And I'm gonna add some of these American flags starting right here with the blue hydrangea, and I'm gonna go ahead and add one right here. Then I'm gonna start staggering up. I want this to be the focal point, and at this point I would need it to be here. Well, my flag doesn't reach, so I'm gonna put this guy right here to the side to show you a trick. So when you have a shorter stem like this, once again, grab one of your skewers, and what you wanna do is you wanna meet it right here. And you can either do this with a wire, or you can also do it with florist tape. That's why I always recommend to have florist tape at hand, because look what it can do. It can just extend any stem by bonding them together, just like that. So I'm gonna do one more. If you guys have learned any tips here, Ramon at Home, I would really like if you write down in the comments section, what have you learned? What is your favorite thing that you have learned here on the channel? And then also want you to know that I'm super excited about the holiday season, because this year is really going to be big, since our friends at Shinoda are gonna be sponsoring some of our videos. So we're gonna have a lot of fun things to play with, and I cannot wait, you guys. If you saw the haul, then you know that it's a massive super warehouse full of really beautiful florals and things like that. And I just cannot wait. They really have some of the best products. I don't know if you know, but I used to go to market in Atlanta and Dallas, and that's what it feels like when you go to market to purchase merchandise for a store. All right, I'm gonna do one more. You get to see all of the best displays, and that is exactly what Shinoda does. They display some of their merchandise to inspire their visitors. And well, you guys know that that's what I love to do. So all right, we're gonna use 5. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut right here. I'm gonna bring my bouquet back and put my flags to the side right here. So I'm gonna bring this guy back into the picture. So I have one right here. Like I said, I want to stagger them. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this one right here. Make sure that it goes into the foam like that. And then I think I want that to be the tallest one. So then basically what I wanna do is I wanna bring him forward to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and insert one, but I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that radiates like this and go down a little bit down. Take that tag off. Then I'm gonna spin it around. Look how Gorgeous. Thumbs up. Oh my gosh, this deserves a thumbs up. All right, so I have one more. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the same, just fin it out to me, like this. So pretty. There you go. And then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cut just a little bit of this one right here. So it goes down, further down a little bit, and I'm gonna add it right about here. Make sure that you go into that foam like this. And you can readjust any of them. Like that one needed to be readjusted. All right, so far so good. I feel like we're gonna use these last few greeneries that I have to kind of fill in. So I'm gonna go ahead. And now I want to mention also, this is something you could do with fresh flowers. If you wanna do this with fresh flowers, it'd be so gorgeous. I'm gonna go ahead and add this one probably right here in between the flags, like that. And so if we put this guy right here on top of our container, you get a really tall and gorgeous bouquet. But I'm gonna go put this in our server. I'm gonna show you how to set the table, and it'll be absolutely stunning. Stay tuned. All right, everyone, so before I set my large bouquet right here on the sideboard, I have this really cute banner with American flag and some stars that I wanna hang on top of this picture just to make it a little more festive. So what I'm going to do is I'm basically just gonna slide one of these little flags behind the picture, like that, and then I'm gonna let it hang, and I'm gonna go all the way behind the other side and just carefully tag the other one down. So that's really cute, right? And what I like about this is because you can adjust them up and down, like this right here. This came from Shinoda Design Center as well. And then right here, what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna have our little map with the United States with the little stripes. And I'm gonna go ahead and put it on this tray with these candles. I'm gonna set it right here, just for another touch of red, white, and blue. The lamp really accentuates this, so it is now time to bring the large bouquet. And you guys, I cannot wait to show you. Stay tuned. All right, you guys, so once we place our large bouquet with our flags here, you can go ahead and just readjust the flowers if you like, readjust your flags. Make sure they all flare out to one side, and I also love the way this looks. Now that you know what my sideboard looks like all decorated for the 4th of July, I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna set the table and how we're gonna use the centerpiece I just show you how to make. All right, to finish the look here on the sideboard, I have these red pillows that I'm gonna go ahead and add on these two chairs that I have right next to the sideboard, and it really will just tie the whole look together. I just wanted to show you that you can create a fabulous 4th of July look in your home without having to break the bank. What do you guys think? Thumbs up? All right, you guys, so now that this sideboard is all finished and it looks so patriotic in here, I'm gonna show you how you can set a beautiful tablescape for your 4th of July celebration using the centerpieces I just showed you how to make. Keep watching. All right, everyone, so I wanna start with this fabulous runner that I got at Shinoda, and it is the American flag, and I absolutely love it with all the stars and the stripes. It is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so that's gonna be our base layer and what's gonna make it look very patriotic. And to me, nothing is more Americana than wicker. I also love these chargers. These are, I think they're from a few years ago, a local shop in Kansas. It's called Nail Hills. I think they still carry them if you are interested. You can call them. All right, so I'm gonna put my wicker down. Then I'm gonna go ahead and layer my white dishes. And as you guys know, I love to use white dishes because I feel like everything just pops. So right now I'm using a salad plate and a dinner plate. So I basically just go ahead and put them down and everything's going to pop from it. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, so then the next step will be to bring a beautiful napkin, and for that occasion I'm going to use this white and blue that were gifted to me by one of the viewers, Cynthia Green. If you're watching, thank you so much. I also love, and I love the contrast of the plaid right here with the stripes. I think it's absolutely gorgeous and perfect for the 4th of July. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring the centerpiece, And I'm gonna show you what it all looks like put together. Alright everyone, so I cannot wait to read your comments, so leave me a comment down below and let me know what is your favorite part about this whole makeover. I am super excited for you guys to be able to see the next video, which will be our fantastic patio for 4th of July, and that will be coming up very soon. So if you don't have your notification bell, I recommend you turn it on. Don't forget to like the video and share with your friends. Invite them to come and join Ramon at home for future decorating ideas. And if you have not seen the patio makeover for summer, I'm going to link it up, or you can watch more videos right now. Thank you, and until next time, bye.